a monster that is really, really going to consume us. And the only thing to end it is just going to make sure that, you see, the monster itself is cut off from the egg so that there is no chance of his survival. I'm talking about the system that continues to breed them, protect them, to make them do this. So yesterday, Kolu was there in Abuja commissioning borehole. President of a country commissioning boreholes. Today, the day before, he was somewhere in Abuja as well, commissioning 2.3 kilometer road and renovated patch potholes. President of a country. Today, with a wicked dragged him down to go and inaugurate a new Eneche office, to build the new Eneche office. So to them, they have everything is like done for. With a wiki has taken care of the judges, the judiciary, sorted. Now he's taking care of Eneche, sorted. When it comes to appointing people who are going to hold all this Eneche office, the people will take care of that one. So you get to them now, right now, they're just doing you a favor. If I don't go to Benue, does that mean that I'm going to lose? That is the mood they are in. He was there in Abuja commissioning borehole yesterday. And this is his schedule. He's a busy guy. You see, president of a country, going about to commission a councillor project, a local government project, while everybody was raging online. Nigeria this, all that stuff, social media. So today, it was Eneche. We'll come back to that. In fact, let's even go to that so that we can deal with the boring part before we get to the interesting part, right? Today, call the emergency, right? There is no emergency in Kolu's stuff. And they have their foot soldiers that will tell you that, what do you want him to do? Do you want him to carry gun? He can't even carry his own bag. They have to attach it to him. Person when if he carry his own urine bag, then his own poo bag. That one carry gun. Which of the guns? Or one other?
Gentlemen of the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and sense of purpose that I stand before you today to flag up the construction of a new national office, the annex of the headquarters of Independent National Electoral Commission, right here in Abuja. Today's ceremony is not merely about bricks and mortar. It is about the strength of our democracy, the independence of our institutions, and the future of our electoral integrity. Eneche has been and remains the backbone of Nigeria's democratic journey. Its role in conducting free, fair, and credible elections is central to the trust our people place in their government and in our democratic process. For this reason, it is only right that such a pivotal institution is housed in a structure that reflects the dignity, responsibility, and national significance of that institution. The new headquarters is a clear signal of our unwavering support for Eneche's autonomy, the capacity, and growth. It will provide not just a home, conducive, but a hub for innovation, planning, training, and transparency in electoral administration. Our democracy is still evolving, and as it is growing, so too must the institution that support and protect it. We are committed to ensuring that Eneche is fully equipped, not only in infrastructure, but in law, policy, and resources to carry out its constitutional mandate with courage, fairness, and excellence. By initiating this project, the FCT Minister, Barrister SMO Nyesom Wike, has taken another important step towards the protection of our democracy in this country. I say thank you very much. I salute your vision, courage, and commitment to progress and development of our country. Let me also take this moment to commend the entire leadership of the FCTA. Let me once again commend the leadership and the staff of Eneche for their dedication to face the challenge.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
All in the midst of Benue massacre, Were Wike and Tifnumbu, they are openly celebrating their ongoing money laundering. If follow Puna here, FCT budget under Were Wike, the first thing that will first probably hit you is that, really, when Were Wike was appointed, he started shouting about why FCT by law was supposed to get 1%, or is it 1 or 10% of the federal government's budget, meaning Abuja's budget was supposed to be in trillions. And since he's been getting that, Were Wike has embarked on the usual Agbero kind of governance, bribing those that he believes, because he tells them, I don't do for you now. When it is your time, you have to do for me too. You see this house? We are building very, very befitting, beautiful houses for our judges. This is before we came, before the renewal agenda. There is no houses for judges in Abuja. They are just sleeping everywhere. They don't get house. That is why Mr. President said we should build a renewed hope judges' quarters for you. And therefore, we have started the project. So, I want you to know that Mr. President is doing for you now. When it is your time to do for, you do for me, I do for you. You do for me, I do for you. That's how he tells the judges themselves. He will say, you do for me. Those ones will say, I do for you. With the wicked. While schools, hospitals are without beds, medicine, even staff. In Abuja FCT, Nigeria, sure you get. So they are running a money laundering, sure you know. If you go on and check how much they are actually claiming to spend on those stuff, like 39 billion naira to renovate event center, just to change the paintings, add some design painting to it, you know what I mean? Buy some fittings, you know, like make sure the wirings are all fixed, the light, the bulbs are changed, and 39 billion naira gone. The same guy who used 21 billion naira to complete Shittiman's house. Up to this moment, Shittiman never moved into that 21 billion naira house. Money laundering scam. So they have to lose that power. They just have to. And then you will see the barrage of expose that will happen in the midst of killings, in Benue. Here is Cardinal Noyeko, right? Speaking about the intentional sort of like actions of these guys to intentionally keep the people very poor, weak, and desperate enough that they won't even have any strength to fight back. Yeah? Well, hang on. We'll come back to Cardinal or Noyeko. Is that the right word? Let's talk about the religious guys. You know, a lot of people believe that, especially in the middle belt of Nigeria, that the victims of all this terrorism, this Fulani terrorism, the communities targeted are, you know, mostly Christian communities, making a lot of people to call out those who parade themselves as, you know, the church leaders in Nigeria of all denomination. As much as some are believed to be politically biased, especially to the APC, nevertheless, we do have those who have actually taken action. For instance, right, on Sunday, this guy, Eneche guy from Abuja, used his own platform, right, for the obtained time, because this is not the first time I've seen him speak on you know, the killings, the insecurity, and calling on the government, even though majority of them have been more or less like avoiding to call the names, Fulani terrorists. You understand? They've avoided that direct call out, but at least they use their platform, right, to spread the awareness, right, as well as the condemnation of these killers, these bandits. There's no bandit. What you have is Fulani terrorists. Period.
I intend to interrupt this prayer at this time to just, for those watching from everywhere, we have a climate of gloom in our land today. There is so much blood flow on the land. It's an atmosphere of doom, atmosphere of darkness, atmosphere of death. It is clear that we have in our land non-human persons. They may look like persons, but literally non-human. Persons that are almost one and the same with devils. We're holding a crusade, European Fire Conference in Czech Republic, when we heard that some agents of death, wicked citizens from hell, went to the peaceful community of Yelewata in Benue State to unleash mayhem in what can be described as one of the worst massacres or pogrom in our history, recent history. Where people step in what I'll call non-human persons. Because human persons have feeling. And if they don't have feeling for anybody, they have feeling for children. Killed, set some people on fire alive. Surrender the place, lock the room or whatever, put fire, and scores of people died, some burned to ashes. It's all over the media. Houses burnt. Children skeleton. Some was left with only skull. Our condolences. I heard that of a family I just saw about a family that lost 20-something people. One family. There is a mourning climate in the air. Condolences to Yellow-Water community. Condolences to Benue State as a whole. And to everyone in this nation whose heart beats with pain and burden for the evils in our land. It is clear that as a nation, something is failing. Something is wrong somewhere. Something is failing. Is this failure from the leadership or from the government of the land? Is it failure from the military? Is this failure from our legislative? Is it failure from the citizens? Or is it all of the above? Something is failing. There is massive failure. This is no pass mark for any reason. Question is?
Thank you, Pastor. I don't know. I believe we do have some of us here that are probably like 70 or 60 years above. And I don't know how politically active you were in the 60s, right? It's one hypocrisy that I really don't understand is that when people can be very honest, like if you call the name of the Fulani terrorist responsible. So the reason why I'm actually asking those of you who are older is Martin Luther King, that we have seen so many of his videos. He was a reverend. He had a church. So in case if some of you don't understand that, some of those people of that era that later became very politically exposed, right? Some of them who were like, religious, like pastors or reverend father or whatever, they had flock, they preach. Most of what you see them, or the way they speak, you will understand that they actually preach and speak to people's issues that affects them every now and then, and they call out those responsible. But not in Nigeria. I don't know, like their way, I think their way is so different, right? I don't know, in my head, I'm like, I've seen these Black Americans, right, African Americans, and their churches, right, when they are preaching on issues that affects their people directly. You know what I mean? So they speak to that thing so that you understand what is being discussed, so that then you know those who are responsible, then you know what is expected of you. If you have a chance of changing that, what would you do different? In Nigeria, they're just telling them that God will take care of it. God will take care of it. No, there are so many things that has to be done. And you need to let people understand. You need to speak to them. You need to speak to the problem in a way that they will be connected to it. Not you using a third person or a third, what have you, kind of conversation. It's faithless people. These inhuman people. What do you mean by that? Why are you describing them like they are spirits? So I have a problem with that, and it makes it more idios. Do you understand me now? Like it made it more idios. Like they are not really. They just want to be seen to be saying something about it. Others will say, "Oh, they don't want to offend the people in government." But our people back then used their platform. They strongly believe in their messages and what have you, right? They use their platform to push those who had so much power than them in government. And things changed. That's not what you have in Nigeria. My brother Festus, Those thoughts we don't like wahala. You have to go for therapy. I mean, I can understand, you know. Sometimes I kind of like, I feel like that too, you know. I mean, I've had several times that